Can you hear me?
All right. Yep, I got you. No, my computer is being super slow.
Seems
No
like you need
idea
that new
why.
internet.
It's not the internet. I think it's
I
because of
know.
all the
Is your storage?
old videos that I've made on here that I never like deleted as I went because I was always like, oh, I need to save this. I'll come back to it
Yeah.
at some point,
So do you
and never
need
came
more
back to it.
RAM?
So I need to go through and basically clear out all that shit and call it a day. So yeah, Spider's Lair is a ton of behind the scenes stuff that we're gonna go over tonight. Um,
Ooh, can't wait.
Biggest thing that I'm excited about is Deadpool Wolverine. What about you?
Yeah, dude, I thought it was a phenomenal movie. Well, in terms of um, it was very entertaining. I loved it.
Yeah, definitely.
I laughed my fucking ass off. I say that because that's how much I laughed my ass off. I wouldn't be using that word if I didn't mean it.
Yeah,
When when Gambit came out in his comic accurate suit, I I lost it in his the heavy French accent.
yep.
Dude, that was amazing. I love that. And then I loved it when Blade came out. Wesley Snipes.
Yo, yo, yo!
Hey,
What
I
what's
was
up?
up?
What
not
up?
expecting Blade.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes
That
when he came out, I was like, oh shit, because I know they did not like
Blade
each other.
Blade was the one I was not expecting at all, and we talked about this a little bit last week. The fact that he basically said, "Yeah, you know me, the one and only," and I'm like, "Oh, interesting," because pretty sure you're not the guy that's going to be in the Blade movie if it ever
But
does
he
get
knows
made.
Mahershala Ali is gonna be Blade, and he even approved of it. Like I
Yeah,
think in the article he said, like, "Oh, I approve. I like this." Like, is he hinting at something like it's not gonna happen? Is it gonna fall through? I don't know.
and I mean, Mike can speak to this a lot more, but there's been a
Yeah,
lot of chatter. I don't want to say talk because it's really not like true talk, but it's definitely chatter
Well,
that Blade is
oh,
not going to happen just because they can't get it right.
right. So, what you? Okay, so I'm glad you brought up the Blade thing because that's actually one of my favorite things as well. So, um, yeah, pretty much what you just said is pretty accurate from everything I've been reading from all the meetings and backstage. And I'll put it to you like this: they can't get it right. Exactly what Chris is
Yeah,
saying, and it's because now Marvel
oh, there
really
you go.
understands, especially after the Deadpool Wolverine success. It's time to make money, guys. They need to pivot. This whole story was becoming all DEI because it was his daughter that they were training, and I don't know. It's like the daughter was like, like they're trying to make her stronger than Blade, and I guess it didn't resonate well with the audience. Why would it?
yeah.
Like, like it's your daughter
But if
trying
you're
to
gonna make
teach
a
you
Blade
something.
movie and title it Blade, why just the daughter? I mean, unless you could name it the daughter of Blade or something. I mean,
Not only
Blade.
Bring
that,
in Moon Knight,
Oh
yeah,
bring
yeah,
in some vampires, bring in like
Werewolf by night by midnight.
do
That'd be
some
awesome.
do some midnight mission stuff. That's what I wanted to see with this.
Hmm.
yeah.
Why not do something like that? Keep Blade and just keep it different. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this was the Blade that we saw. This is now the 616 Blade. Yes, he's younger, but hey,
Like a supernatural type.
that's the way it is. Yeah.
Like do like a supernatural uh sect of Marvel. That shit I would really love to see. Like Werewolf by Night, that like that little that episode. That was cool,
Yep.
like a good like supernatural sect. Like I would love to see more of that. I would like to see more Theodore, aka yeah, and all that.
Yeah.
Man thing. I want to
Well,
see more man thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if Wesley Snipes does reprise the role because honestly, everyone was saying it for months. This is one of the things I couldn't talk about. I wanted to tell you guys, but they said, and I saw like a little bit of that shock because I did see a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, Jesus, this man still has it. He does. Like, yeah, he's good. Wesley
Hmm.
Snipes, no joke. Like a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know, he's actually a real martial artist. Um, Dope. Oh my god, guys, like no joke. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go to reprise his role again.
Wait,
That's
so
what.
he's really a martial artist? That I did not know.
Well, over the years, as he started studying, and he was studying already before Blade, and then Blade really made him go deep into more study of the martial arts. So yeah, he's actually an accomplished martial artist as well. You know.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but it was. Yeah, I mean, it's just something that a lot of these guys, like in movies, you'd be surprised. A lot of them have like these hobbies, like they do martial arts. It's just something that was not like for his genre of what he was playing back then. It wasn't called for, but then as he started getting older, they saw, okay, well, there's a need for this genre. So hey, you fill the void, and that's how you make your money. And very smart move on his behalf, But yeah, so that was kind of like a slap in the face of Disney. Like, I don't know if you guys realize this. So it's Kevin Feige, but it's also Ryan Reynolds who wrote this, not just Kevin Feige. So.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Ryan Reynolds had writing credits in it.
But the thing about it is that all of the, I'll put it to you, there's all the negative towards Marvel. That's all pretty much Ryan Reynolds. I don't think Kevin Feige would have had the balls to do it. And they're not going to tell the star of the movie who's going to be pulling in $1.5 billion. Which, isn't it funny? I told you guys this movie was going to pull in over $1 billion. Remember, I've said this, man. You guys gotta go back to our previous. You gotta make some shorts, Chris, and put them out there.
I think he says like a year ago.
Because I said this a year ago. I said this. No, hey, listen. I don't play. When I tell you something's gonna happen, you can put
He's been
money
saying it
on
since you met him. That's the first thing he said to us.
We're gonna have
Mike, Deadpool 3 is gonna make $1 million.
$1.5 billion.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that was the first conversation we had.
And there was a article that was up saying Forbes, and it's funny that I got Forbes agreeing with me, which they should agree with me, which is this is set to make $1.5 billion when it's all said and done, maybe more. I mean, I may be underestimating it, but you see, I told you because I already know the business is how this business runs. Believe me, this is something that is. Don't think for a minute that they lost any, like the way that they lost money was not anything that they messed up and didn't learn from. They took a chance on something, and it just blew up in their faces. Like it's blowing up in most people's faces now. So now this was the barometer changer, pretty much. Not the barometer changer, just like, guys, we got to go back to the way we had everything. Look, you see how we're making money with this? Let's get it back to this. Let's get it back to this time. So this was more like, I mean, I don't want to say this is going to save the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but this was a way to drag all the Fox Marvel Universe into Earth 616. That's what this whole thing was about. To bring everything now together. Because you got to understand something, what you guys just witnessed. This is the first time in the comic book history for the Marvel side. And if you think about it, now everyone officially, including the Fox segment of Marvel, is on Earth 616. Why is that important? Because ever since when they were conceiving these comics and they started selling off rights, this is the first time in history that everything now is united under one umbrella again. And that's major. This has not happened in our lifetime. I mean, in my lifetime, I watched the franchise selling off because, they were going bankrupt at one point, and Marvel was selling off properties. Ike Perlmutter is one of the main purchasers of Marvel properties. Very interesting. If you do some digging, it's too much to explain. There's a big, deep history for Ike Perlmutter, how he bought Spider-Man, took it, sold it to Universal. So not to Universal. Sorry, he sold it to Sony.
To Sony. Yep.
And then was able, because there was a proxy war going on at the time. So it was to get Bob Iger out, but he lost. I mean, Ike Perlmutter lost, but now all of a sudden, this is what we get as a result of that loss. Like, he still got something for the $8 billion deal. Who you think was behind that deal? So
I had $8 billion.
Yeah, and remember I was telling you guys. I told you guys. I broke the story first, I think. And I was telling you, and no one believed me. I'm like, yo, Spider-Man is finally gonna be sold to Disney for $8 billion. You guys would have thought I was crazy. Hey, yeah. And look what happened, right? See, even that I got right. But yeah, this movie, listen, this is a new formula right now. Not a new formula. Is
So are you like the modern day Socrates? Wait.
Nostradamus?
No, wait.
Well,
no, Nostradamus. There you go. There you go. Sorry. There you go.
It's not divine. It's not divine, but it's a little bit of common sense and a lot of I got a lot of weird connections.
It's divine.
Behind the scenes stuff.
We'll put you as a divine. I can't speak. It's been a fucking long day. A divine being, Mike. I'm in Texas. Fuck Texas.
But now here's what's getting crazy. Now I have permission to say a couple of things.
Okay? Oh, sweet.
Because I literally
wait, Chris, put him on the big screen. He's going to give us juicy details.
Yeah, man.
Make it more dramatic. There we go.
No, I feel like I'm under pressure here. No, but I got this from the highest of the highest sources, and I was told that we can really talk about this.
Wait, okay. Marvel Jesus?
No, not higher than Marvel Jesus. Let's just go. Oh, oh shit! I totally lost.
There's something higher than Marvel Jesus.
The actual Marvel. Okay, yeah. So now, remember also, and this is another thing, Chris, you gotta start clipping up these shorts because I predicted this too. Remember I tell you, Kang Dynasty gone. Remember I said that as well. What happened to the Kang Dynasty? What did I say? They were gonna bring back Dr. Doom, but this is what I was told originally. That he was going to make an appearance in the Deadpool trailer, but that was bait for everyone. I knew that too. That's why I was allowed to tell you guys up, but now I can say it as it's passed. I was just bait. You know how sucky it is
so
to
you
know
knew that when we saw the trailer initially?
Yeah. Yeah, they just said, that's Dr. Doom. I was told that, and then like an hour and a half later, I was told, psych, LOL. That was the actual message I got, and I'm like, assholes. You told me I could talk about it. I already put it out there. They're like, nah, sorry.
You always told us and everything.
Wait a minute. So you're saying
you're making me look wrong.
You're saying that
about these things.
Wait, that live we had when you said it was Dr. Doom, you knew all along and you were just messing with Chris and me?
No, but what they said was, they told me this. They said, no, that the Doom you will see will be something that's going to be coming in the next couple of months in a public venue. So I'm like, we're talking San Diego Comic-Con, and they just put shrug emoji, and that's the last message I got, which that told me.
Wait, did you guys go to Comic-Con?
I didn't go to the San Diego one. I wanted to go. Too busy with work up here, so I couldn't really make it. I'm gonna make it next year. I'm gonna put about a couple of G's to the side. I'm gonna go to all of these Comic-Cons.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go to next year's. Chris, what about you?
Yeah, I'm going to New York Comic Con.
I won't be able to go to San Diego anytime soon, but that's a bucket list item for me.
Yeah, sure. we gotta try to make it next year, guys. Let's make it happen. We're gonna come to your house, Alex. You better make some room for us. No. Make room.
I don't live in San Diego. Fuck that.
Freeload on you. Oh, so
no. I know. Wait, you know, like you said, beyond the panel, Chris. We can have our own panel at Comic Con. Beyond the panel, it's gonna be like unauthorized. It's gonna be on the street corner and shit. It's gonna be all ghetto looking.
Yeah, we'll be sitting on the street.
Live right there. It's on the street corner. It's like, what's up, guys? Welcome to Beyond the Panel.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. I have juice there too. Believe me, we'll be getting it free with VIP passes and everything. Ask Chris. But anyway, so now we. So I don't know. Okay, so let's pivot to Jonathan Majors. I won't say interview, but it was more like a query, I will call it. But Jonathan Majors' words on this was, of course he's upset. They just did his boy Kang away, He said it's my boy Kang.
Yeah.
Get me wrong, dog, But hey, he's happy about Robert Downey Jr. doing the part for Dr. Doom. But the reporter was trying to do this DEI strategy that I don't like how they work it. Trying to get him to say, oh, why did they take somebody back like Robert Downey Jr. versus you? But if you know the history of Robert Downey Jr., he was legitimately blacklisted for about a decade before
Yeah.
he started to be, and it was because
Iron Man was his start, was his
right.
comeback.
There you go. It was because he was
It was a
having
massive
problems with
comeback
his
for him.
personal life, with
Yeah.
drugs and alcohol. You
Wasn't
know,
Mel
like
Gibson the one who gave him his shot again?
I'm
I'm not saying
think
because
so.
like he like you said he was blacklisted, but he was given an opportunity. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I
listen to
like.
what I'm saying. It was 10 years before he was able to get back in the spotlight versus
Mhm.
Yeah.
something that just happened to Jonathan Majors. But Jonathan Majors was smart. He didn't fall for the trap. He saw what they were trying to do. They're throwing on the trap card, trying to make
Mhm.
it about race, and it wasn't about that. Jonathan Majors understands that man was blacklisted for 10 years.
Mhm.
And then second chance was given, got remarried, which his wife was a producer, by the way. So good move, my man. Hey, if you're gonna marry rich. That's what I say. And he winds up getting the Iron Man part, and then his
I like how
entire
Chris'
life
face
was
has
changed.
changed. Like, I'm just kidding.
So now the Russo brothers, which did Avengers, and I think they did Infinity Wars. I
Didn't they
forget
do
which one,
Endgame?
but and Endgame, yes.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
the Russo brothers are back. So here's what was going on behind the scenes, because this is the rumor I was hearing before all this, but I was not giving any names because this was something that was ultra hush. But they were saying a major player is making his way back. That's why I thought it was Robert Downey Jr. Remember I tell you that I think they're going to revive Tony Stark? Well, I wasn't wrong about that, because now we know he winds up playing Doctor Doom. But in
Yeah.
that universe, there's got to be an Iron Man. So it's either he's playing it, or he's a deviant or a variant that was Iron Man that becomes Doctor Doom, is what I think they're going to push for. Because there is a what if. I have it somewhere. And I remember reading it a while back, and I loved it because I was like, this will make a perfect movie. And I think that's what they're going to base it on. It was a what if Tony Stark became Doctor Doom.
But
And
I think they're throwing out the multiverse altogether.
yeah, but yeah, I think they are. So I'm not sure if you're gonna actually see, like I said, a resurgence of Tony Stark, or maybe there will be
Yeah.
an Iron Man in this movie, but it's gonna be the Avengers. And I'm just not sure. Like, there's no word on where they're picking up from. Like Iron
Yep.
Man died pretty much, so you got to pick up from there. Where they're picking
Yeah.
up from, and how this is going to work as an actual villain, or like I said, because
Wait, was the comic book the one that came back, the one in 2010?
yeah, I'm not sure what year it was, but it was
Was it
quite
the
so
one that
many.
looks like this?
Yes, that's it.
Oh
Yep.
damn! It was too much for Chris. That Chris just like fucking disappeared.
Yeah, because it was too. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. So there we go.
I
I
like
have
the
that somewhere in my collection.
demon in an armor, like Demon in the Bottle, that famous storyline with him.
What's that?
Oh, I like how they named it the Demon in an Armor.
Yeah,
Just like the
Demon in
throwback
Armor.
to like Demon in the Bottle, where
Yes.
Tony Stark was battling his alcoholism and everything.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with Tony Stark's alcoholism and everything overcoming him, and he becomes Doom in that. I read it years ago, but I remember like thinking about this, and I believe that they're going to be basing that character based on that what if character. So it's going to be Tony Stark in Earth 616.
Wait, why am I on the big screen?
I don't know. As
Because you were
Iron
doing-
Man.
I don't have anything important to say. I'm scared.
You were showing off your
scared.
stuff.
Don't be scared. So now
Meanwhile, I'm just over here trying to make sure that my computer's running smoothly.
what's
Yeah,
crazy?
it's just me on the big screen while Mike has important messages and he's in the small square.
Now what's crazy is that you gotta hear what these guys are getting paid. Well, the Russos are probably gonna get, I heard, over 200 million for both movies, and I believe that it was gonna be 100 million. But these are just for two movies. For Robert Downey Jr., it was gonna be 100 million, but I don't know. I don't think they got that much, but he did get, from what I gathered, the numbers lately was about 80 million for two movies. And here's the kicker about it. Like, I really want to get on this shoot, by the way, so I'm going to shoot hard for it because I think we are going to shoot it here in New York City. So if they do shoot it here, I'm gonna make sure I do my damnedest to get on that. And
Yeah.
so when
you're gonna be leaking us information, right?
no, I
That
can't, man. I can give
was
like
I know.
I mean, I would if it wasn't for the fact that Disney has more money than me and they could just sue me into oblivion.
Wait, so if you made
They'll
more
own
money than Disney, you
symbiotic.
would?
They'll own my freaking comic company, my house, everything. No, I'm good, man. I don't.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
you'll be Disneyfied.
listen, man.
Don't talk like that.
In all walks of life, it don't matter what you do. You could be a cop, you could be a criminal. Yo, never snitch. Snitches get stitches. They make you sign an NDC. So there you go.
Okay.
If you get, they make you sign that. They tell you there's certain things you can tell people. Like remember what I told to you guys? I can tell you certain things, but that's the public knowledge stuff. But
Wait, so
they
they're
make you
watching us
sign
right
an
now?
NDC. They don't want people to know this, obviously, I mean, can you imagine, like, if I wanted to put it out there, I could have millions of people following me, but they will find out like that,
Yeah.
I always thought about doing it anonymously. Yes, I could do it anonymously. Hey, what up, Anakin? How you doing?
Just put on the mask again.
So getting back to Robert Downey Jr., he's not just gonna have like $80 million for 2 movies. He's gonna have his own caravan. Caravan village. So let me explain to you what this means.
So he's a gypsy.
He's a Hollywood gypsy. He's literally going to have his own encampment within an encampment. So the way it usually works on a set or shoots is like you have what we call a base camp. And the base camp has like trailers. And it has like trailers that are for different things. For electrical, for cameras, for sound. And there's trailers for the actors as well, actresses to stay before they go to set. Now, when you have this in that enclosement, all the actors mix with everybody. Everybody sees everybody. I walk by actors all the time. I say good morning, whatever.
So it's kind of like the Olympic Village.
What he's having is an enclosement beyond that enclosement. So it's like you're on a set, but there's like another enclosement because for whatever reason, he's going to have his own little village. And I really hope I get in that freaking village.
He's going to have like his own gas station, his own currency, his own government.
Every day. Listen, I'll stand up there with an Iron Man. I have an Iron Man in my hallway, a cardboard one. I'll stand up there with my Iron Man holding it up until he takes me.
With a boombox too and everything.
Yeah, like the boombox thing. I'll be doing it with the Iron Man cardboard back and forth. But yeah, so it's sick from what I hear. He's got like a 24 staff personnel that's going to be helping him. I guess his own hair, his own makeup, his own everything. Like, in other words, instead of running around from place to place, it's not really like running around. It's like a little village. Like when we have a set, it's like a little village. You go your makeup trailer, and then you jump in the van, and then we take you somewhere to a set. Let's say like that. Sometimes the sets are right there. Sometimes everything is on the set. But sometimes there's a base camp because it's just that maybe there's just not enough parking for vehicles, and they'll get usually like a lot, and they'll make a base camp there, and then we just take everybody down to the set. Well, like I said, what Robert Downey's gonna have is his own freaking village, and I've never heard of this before. I'm dying to see what it looks like, to see exactly how they're gonna do this, because
I want to see what that looks like too.
But I'm telling you right now, he's gonna make over 80 million, and I know that there is deals. I know it was supposed to be 100 million, but I think he worked something out with merchandise and royalties and stuff like that. So I think he made up that extra 20 million to get that 100 million. But yeah, he's gonna get it's gonna be 2 movies that they're filming. It's gonna be Doomsday and Secret Wars. And I'm gonna be honest, from a comic books purist perspective, this is like literally the way that they should have went from the get-go with Doom. Because if you think about it, and if you guys know Secret Wars, if they're gonna do it like I think they're gonna do it, they're gonna probably in the last moments of this movie wind up on the battle world.
Oh yeah.
And that's where the Secret Wars is gonna begin, and that's when the next movie will pick up. So I believe that having Kang out there would have been too. Kang is too. He's not supposed to come yet, even though he's out there in all the time periods. From the comics themselves, he's not supposed to show up. He already had his time and left. It comes back later when this is all said and done. But he doesn't show up during this time. So it's just weird to have him show up for no apparent reason. And that's what they messed up with Ant-Man Quantumania, is that they literally like put Kang there, but with a weird arc about how he was pruning timelines, not like he was doing it in the comics. He was more or less trying to find his place in the time stream, and by doing that, he was inadvertently creating different branches.
Yeah, it was weird how
time.
they did it in the Quantumania movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, it didn't, like, for me, it just kind of made everything more confusing. Like, what was his motivation? Why is he, like, he got trapped in the quantum world. All right, quantum realm, I get that. But what is his motivation?
It was weird.
Like, yeah.
But at the same time, like, it made sense because you know it's going to be more than just this one tiny bit, if that makes sense.
Well, that one iteration of King?
Yeah, because you know that it's going to be more than just this one.
Oh my God! Shows up.
Chance at seeing him, more than just this idea.
I heard him crying outside.
Put the dog on the big screen.
You know what I mean? Like, if it was just, hey, this is one and done. This is Kang. Hi, everybody.
Dude,
here's Kang. Let's introduce him. End of discussion.
I want that.
That's messed up.
Yes.
But if you do it as, hey, everything that you're seeing here is a small, tiny little piece of Kang.
Nice.
I like the way they introduced Kang. I like that they did Victor Timely. I like that they did Kang the Conqueror in Quantumania. I like that they did He Who Remains. Like, it all made sense. It all leads up to a really great Kang. And the fact that he wants to come back shows me that as long as he can prove himself over the next 2 or 3 years and prove that, hey, this is me, this is like, that was a mistake, similar to what James Gunn did.
Right. And that's another thing that they brought up.
That's all I need from him. And I think that's all Disney's going to need from him. Yes, he broke contract. That sucks. However, it is what it is. We're moving on. He wasn't truly convicted. Let's call it a wash. Let's move on from this and be done. Like, that's going to be best case scenario.
Mike, you're blowing out audio. Dude, you sound like creepy and kind of cool at the same time, but it's kind of hard to understand you.
Disney got a hold of him.
Oh shit, yeah. Disney got him.
You gotta unplug your headphones and plug it back in, bro.
Dude, it looks like he's like being part of Daft Punk or some shit. Gotta get that wet that EDM stuff.
Is it working now?
Slightly better, but we still hear it. Okay, can we get a big a blow up on that dog?
A blow up on the dog?
Yeah, make him big.
Yeah.
I can make the dog big. I'm not gonna blow the dog up.
No, you know what I meant. You know what I meant, Chris. Oh, I'm not the dog. Oh my God, look at it. Look at its eyes. It's like, why am I here?
I'm sorry. He loves it. I'm sorry.
Wait, Mike, is this your audition to be Dr. Doom? Because that voice, though, like, sounds menacing.
You know what? I'm coming back in.
Wait, hold on.
You might need
Mike,
to back out and come back in.
Wait, oh, damn. I was going to ask him if he could sing, do you believe in life after love? Get the audition. I was going to ask him to sing that. Damn it, I missed the opportunity.
I think Kang is a great person to have in the MCU. I think that he needs to be done. Kang.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I really love Kang. I won't have limited knowledge of him, But from what I've read and stuff, like from his old stuff, some new stuff and everything, he's a really cool villain. I like him. I especially like it that there's different variations of him at the same time.
Yep.
And they interact with each other. He seems like a badass villain. Like, I would love to see more of him. Like, in the future
if you haven't read Kang the Conqueror, you need to go read it.
Yeah. I think he's more badass than Thanos, to be honest.
I think he can be.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God, I really do think that Kang could be a true force to be reckoned with. He needs to be done correctly, obviously. But more importantly, he needs to be given a shot with the right writers, the right movie, the right script. I was about to say that
good writing needs to be done. And I'm honestly thinking, like, I know it's going to sound off topic, but I swear there's a point to this. I've been watching The Boys, season 4 lately. Or season 5? No, season 4. Like, have you seen it yet, Chris?
No, not yet.
Oh, you should watch it. Like, this writing can be done correctly. So I feel like there is some wokeness in there, but it's done right. Like, it's written really well into the story. Like, it's weaved in and everything. Like, and what he's not saying is like, yes, I agree with you. There need to be good writers. It needs to be done correctly. It needs to be written correctly and well. It can be done, but Disney just needs to find those people. I just give them a shot. I give them a chance to write good stories. I mean, it's really not that hard. Like, instead of like doing an agenda and stuff, just get a good writer, write the story, and they'll figure out a way to include whatever message you want without it being preachy, and have it weave into it correctly.
See, and everyone keeps talking about an agenda, and I'm still at the frame of mind where I'm like, what agenda? What do you really think they're trying to get across? Like, yes, there's a ton of people who are like, oh, well, you know what the agenda is. It's like, but in all this time, you haven't answered the question.
Yeah, I was only using the terminology that Disney uses and everything. Like, I agree with you. Like, what's the exact agenda? But
like, honestly, I'm not saying that there isn't an agenda, and I'm not saying that there is. I think that this whole agenda idea has become so over the top. Let's use that as our excuse.
Yeah.
That it's basically a crutch for haters.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, there's movies that I've hated that I don't have a huge reason behind, and I get it. Like, you like what you like, but at the end of the day, you can't just sit there and hate on stuff because you don't want it to be good. And I feel like that's what a lot of the hate's been doing.
Yeah, you got to give it a chance at least. I mean, you need to go out there and watch it. And then, like, I'm not fully hating on, like, the Afterlife, for example. I don't full-blown hate it. Like, from what I've seen, I don't like, but there's still, I haven't watched it yet, so who knows? My opinions might change once I see it. But, like, I'm not, like you're saying, I'm not going to go full-on hate mode on it until I've seen it myself.
Exactly. Holy shit.
Oh, did you finish your Daily Bugle?
Yeah.
Nice.
Here,
so in total, how long did it take you?
I want to say I have 12 hours worth of video.
12 hours worth of video?
A little bit more.
Oh shit, there it is. I didn't even notice that.
Look at that. Nice. That came out dope. I remember.
Mike, you still sound robotic. I'm kidding.
Nice.
Wait, Mike, before you left, I was going to have you sing Do You Believe in Love After Life? But then you left. You have the auto-tune in there. Dude, nice. That's awesome. Now, I love how you have next to it, like, the Spider-Man mask.
And that dope-ass Venom. The Spider-Man mask hanging up over here.
Yeah.
On this wall, I've got the Iron Man mask. There's an Ahsoka Clone Trooper helmet that I need to hang up. There's a Rex helmet that's hung up on the wall.
What's behind you? I've been meaning to ask you that. Those like
What?
multicolor. Are those the stones?
So yeah, it's the original 6, and each one of them are a different color of the Infinity Stones.
Oh, dude, that's so cool. I've never seen that before.
And then I don't know where my wife and
The
dad found
fuck?
that. I've got Loki's scepter.
Nice.
And wait, hold
And
on.
he-
Have you tried poking people with it?
Yes.
Okay, so that'd be my first thing to do. Start poking people with
There's
it.
actually so it's legit. It's the Disney one, or it's the one from Disney.
Oh, nice.
Dude, it even has sound effects?
Yep.
God damn, son.
So like when you put the stone inside of it, it lights up and stuff. There's a button
That's
on the
amazing.
spine of it that fires it. There's also a button right here, so that when you touch anyone on the chest with it, it like does that thing that
Oh,
Loki
wait, so
does.
it's meant to be like happen to be poking with people?
Oh yeah.
It's meant for
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing.
We went
thought
when
of
we were in
everything.
Disney last time.
God
it
damn, dude.
was
I love that Silver Surfer. I just noticed that.
50
Like,
per, or you buy 2 and you get it was like $75 off for the 2 of them. So I paid a little over $25. I paid $25 more for that and for this.
Nice.
Nice.
And
Money well spent.
yeah.
Fuck it. People
You
may
know.
think that this is immature, but it's not. This is actually what we spend our whole lives waiting to make money for it.
I've been waiting my whole life to have toys like this.
Exactly. I
I'm
couldn't afford
still
it while I
working
was
so I can get
younger.
toys.
Actually, I still got a lot of my toys from when I was younger, so I wonder if they're worth money. Hell yeah. I was looking at
Dude,
some
we all know
parts
those
I
are worth
got.
money. Dude,
I
I know
got,
what I
like-
miss.
Kind of like
I miss like the old Spider-Man figurines. I remember my mom used to get me. Used to get me
Oh, I
them when I
still
was a
have
kid.
those, the
Like
Hallmark
the
ones.
mini metal ones.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking
yeah.
about, Mike?
You
I don't know
what's
what the names
funny?
are, but I want those again because I know I have them, but they're in storage. But I've
The
never been
message
able
is-
to see them again. Like those.
Yeah.
I remember I had the silver armor, Spider-Man one. I remember I had that. I had the Lizard Man one. Those things were dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that scene from Step Brothers where he's like, "Could you imagine if we had these when we were kids?
Oh yeah,
Even
the
better,
Chewbacca.
Exactly.
we got them when we're 40,
Exactly.
Dude, that's how I feel with some of the things I buy when I do have money.
right?"
So I'm like, I really want, like, shit. Like, this would have been nice that whenever I was a
Yeah.
kid, but I feel it's more appreciative now that I'm older because I can take care of it and appreciate it even more.
Definitely.
I still gotta hang that damn paint, and I'm gonna do it today.
Wait, is that the blue one?
Yeah, I got it. I have a blue hallway outside of the layer, so I'm gonna hang it, and I'm gonna take pictures so everybody can
Dude,
see.
so that's still
I'm
my
gonna hang it
favorite. That's
outside,
still
yeah.
my favorite painting of yours. That blue one.
Oh,
Dude,
thank
I don't
you.
know why, but I think it's the shade of blue. The shade of blue is what does it for me.
I got a huge update. So, Chris, I'm gonna need
Alright.
your address again tomorrow because I think your package will be going out. If not tomorrow, definitely
Okay.
Monday. My order is coming in. My final order will be here tomorrow. I had a little delay with what I did, but it wound up being good for me, so it's not no worries. So your order should be going out by Monday. So I'll have all those variants out. I'm also check this out, guys. I want to show you something real quick. I want to show you the back side of this. This is a print
Oh
I
yeah,
made.
dude, I'm
11 by
waiting
17.
until I get paid
Look at that.
to order some stuff from you.
Yeah, I got you. Whenever you're ready, brother.
Yeah.
Who knows? You may win again. But look, this is the
Oh,
11
shit.
by 17 print.
Dude,
Oh,
you have a Prince now?
you see that? That's a print. But
That's
wait,
awesome.
that's just the back of it. You guys want to see the front? I
Yo,
haven't
that's the
even done
best
this on my
side.
show yet.
The back side's always the best.
I'm unveil. No, but I'm going to show you the front. I'm unveiling this on the Comics Lounge right now. Check it out.
Hell yeah,
Oh shit,
that's sick.
dude.
This is my custom cover of Einstein from Symbiotic, book 1, coming out of the Atomizer. And this was done by Will Torres. Homage cover, Amazing
Nice.
Spider-Man 1.
Yo, can you get like a close up
Um,
on that, Mike? And let's do like from a top bottom, showing it to us.
Yeah, so check it out, guys. So, and these are prints I'm going to be selling soon. Signed. I'm going to sign them. He's going to sign them. And
Dude,
like
I can imagine
I
you guys
decided
just
to
out of
go my
Comic-Con signing and shit. Dude, that'd be amazing.
I'm gonna be at Comic-Con with these, so I made 50 of them right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna charge for these yet. These are pretty big. These are 11 by 17.
So 50 of
So
them, you could charge like 100, about 100 each if you want.
I'm not gonna charge 100 each. No, man. I'm not Stan Lee yet, so I'm good. But yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. And
Dude, that's
this will be
amazing. Dude. I
available
love
on
the
shop
artwork.
soon. I
If
gotta
the
find a
feet don't
place to
look good,
put
you
this.
might be Rob Liefeld.
Well, that's Will Torres, my friend. But hey, listen, all jokes aside, if it wasn't for Rob Liefeld, we wouldn't have had Deadpool. So,
True.
that's what I always say.
Dude, I love that hidden feet, that Liefeld's feet.
Liefeld.
Remember
Oh my
that?
god, that was my favorite part.
Dude, my coworkers didn't understand that. I didn't. Some of them, they didn't care what I had to say after the movie, but fuck it. They learned something from me that night after the movie.
Yep.
Like, I was like telling them, you know why that was funny? You know why this was funny? Because of the comic background. Some of them were like, eh. Others, like, there was one of them that was really interested. So I was like, at least I reached out to one of them. That's all that matters.
Wow. So I'm also going to tell you guys, I forgot to tell you, I'm going to be putting this up on my website and everything. I'll be updating the Instagram. I have my first sign is going to be, well, I had kind of a sign in, but I don't really count it as my first sign in. I'm counting this as an official. I'm going to be in an artist alley in a local con. I'm going to send you guys the info, and then we're going to be in a bigger con by the end of September. It's going to be sick. Then, if everything works out the way I think it'll work out, which will be 2 weeks later, I should be, definitely going to get in the Comic-Con, but I'm definitely going to be making plans to actually be in the con.
Okay.
I do believe that I have actually 2 sponsors that want to sponsor me to get me in, which I told them, just give me a space. I don't
That's awesome.
Well, are you allowed to tell us what sponsors?
Nah, because, I haven't picked anything yet, so I got to see how everything turns out. I mean, these things are
When is NYCC this year?
I actually don't know. I believe it is
let me look it up.
the 7th, 8th, and 9th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just make sure. But I don't worry about it.
October 17th through 20th.
October 17th?
On my sister's birthday.
It's later than I thought. That's good though. But yeah, so I'm gonna make sure I'm in that without a doubt. I mean, there's no doubt I'm not getting in there. I'm definitely getting in there. I mean,
Are you going, Chris?
I wanna
I'm not gonna be able to this year.
Go this year.
Oh.
I feel sad
I've got
about
so much
that.
stuff going on with this new job that I'm starting.
Hey.
I don't
Wait,
want to.
dude, you got a new job? What job is it?
I'm teaching at a different district.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm looking for a new job. I'm actually quitting my job when I get back from Texas on Monday.
What?
It's too much. To be honest, it's not what I thought. It's a lot of walking around, and I've had feet issues in the past. So, like as of right now, it's like even as I'm sitting, my both my feet are in excruciating pain. Like I don't want to do any more damage that can't not be reversed. So I'm actually gonna be feeling this way.
You said it's too much footwork, man.
No, because
that's why my wife stopped doing hair.
Yeah.
She went to cosmetology school, and her back was just it was killing her. And she's like, in all honesty, I would love to do this for the rest of my life. I'll do it here and there for friends and family, but like I can't stand for 6 to 8 hours a day cutting people's hair because you're standing there like this pretty much all day doing stuff, and I'm like,
I can't.
You gotta do
honestly,
what you gotta
I can't
do.
walk like. I can't do any more walking like 10 hours a day on tough terrain. Dude, even shit, like, I know you can't see it. Last week, I got bit by a fucking dog. Well, it's all gone now.
Anyway,
Holy shit.
I was actually attacked by a dog.
What kind of dog was it?
It looked like it was a mix, but mainly German Shepherd. It was fucked. It was scary. Like, it was a comeback. Me, like, I already talked to them. They said come back later. But the gate was open and everything. All the dogs were cool with me the first time. Second time around, I was like, oh, hey, like, hello, I'm over here. Like, then the fucking dog came out of nowhere, so it bit me. Luckily, one of my coworkers was with me. Like, he helped, like, bring the dog back. But, yeah, it's like,
that dog, man.
But yeah, I'm looking for jobs in the Bay Area. Or if you guys know California, it's like San Francisco and stuff. Yeah, I'm right now in Texas. My second week here. They sent us out here for work. Yeah, we leave tomorrow, but when I get back, I'm gonna have a meeting with the owner and my supervisor because
Okay.
I want to end on good terms. Um, Tell him that I'm leaving. So yeah, dude, that's cool that you got a new job though, Chris. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Are you teaching the
Yeah,
same
it's
grades?
closer to home. It's a later start time, so I can get the kids ready with my wife in the morning.
Oh, that's nice.
Spend that extra little time with them. You know, all that good stuff that we're able to do as a family.
Oh
Is
yeah,
just something that I've been missing.
yeah.
Good,
You
Same
good.
here.
know.
Same here. I didn't like the hours either because I worked like until like almost 10 o'clock at night, and that's just getting back to the office. I'll
Yeah.
get home like past midnight. So I completely understand like having that little time, like extra time with your family, really does mean a lot.
It makes all the difference in the world. In all honesty, you
Yeah.
know,
Hey, listen.
it's one of those things where you got to do what you got to do, and whatever
Yeah.
is best for you is what's best.
Yeah. And here we go. Mike is like over here, like, my fuck, guys. I just work with celebrities and shit.
Well,
Yeah, Mike's like, I don't have to walk around. I can just sit there and I can do whatever the hell I want.
I just drive my
I
celebrities.
actually
I
just
get paid.
drive mostly everywhere, and even when I'm on set, if there's a golf cart, I'm taking that shit. I'm always on the golf cart. The actors love that. I'm like, yo,
Dude, I wish
you
I had a
want to get
fucking
on the
golf
golf
court.
with me? They're like, yeah. I'm like, come on, let's go.
I
I wish I had a
did.
golf court for this job so I could go door to door. Hey, yo, what's up? With a mic,
Yeah,
with a
I
microphone.
did a photo shoot or a photo gig where basically
Yeah.
I was doing photography at a golf course, and
Oh, sweet.
they were like, "Hey, we need you for a tournament. Take pictures of the people golfing. We just want to promote this all on social media because it was a fundraiser for a kids' high school hockey team at the time."
Nice.
And I was like, "Sure, sweet, let's do it." So they were like, "You get one golf cart," and I was like, "But if I only have one golf cart, then I'm not going to be able to get everything. Like, I'm going to miss a lot of stuff if my partner and I, which was my mom at the time, are doing this all one gig." And they're like, "Oh, so you need two golf carts?" I was like, "That would be great if you have two to spare." They go, "Oh yeah, you guys are the only ones here right now, so it's just the tournament and then you guys, so definitely go grab a golf cart. The girls selling drinks can use the drinks cart." And I was whipping that fucking golf cart around that whole place.
exactly.
Chris just wanted.
I would just
Chris just wanted two so he could have one on his own. That's the
They
only reason why he
reversed-
wanted
they
two.
that's basically what it was too. I
reversed-
was like, I want to ride around in a golf cart with my mom all day. What the fuck?
Doing like donuts
I
and
got
shit
a
in the
license.
back. Like, yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you start
painting
on
with
hole
my
1 and
mom,
work
so-
towards hole 9. I'm gonna start on hole 18 and work towards hole 9.
Dude, I
And
just
we'll
imagine,
just kind of meet in the middle and then
I
switch.
just imagine Chris like one handing that shit. Like, they see me, won't leave.
Yeah.
I've got one hand on the wheel, one hand on the camera.
I mean, I did something
Action shot.
similar a few years back. I went to a Giants game, and I saw a Union guy, and they had the fucking golf cart, and I was like, "Yo, get us in!" So me and my family jumped on that shit, and I filmed it going to the game. That's how it is on the sets. If you rolling with me, I told the dude I knew him well, so I was like, "Yo, you gotta push this heavy and fast," and we just jetted through.
Yeah.
And
Those
I
things
put
have
that
good
song on it.
speed, actually, good horsepower.
So
Yo, those things go. They
They
go,
go
quick.
fast.
Yeah,
Dude, I
I've
wanna
they
go
got
to
two
golf cart game.
questions before we leave.
Oh,
Because I got to
Yes.
go pretty quick.
yes, Chris, I will
Um,
accept all your collection. I will accept that.
First, do you think if, like, let's say perfect world, Jonathan Majors, or they recast Kang, but Kang comes back, do you think we're going to get Doom versus Kang like we did in Kang the Conqueror and Timeless?
That's what I believe what would happen. So, Jonathan Majors, pay attention to this because you're doing good so far. Take your time out. Rebuild yourself. Let them do these two movies. Because trust me when I tell you, your comeback's going to be freaking spectacular. It's going to follow the comic. It's going to follow it the way that it should have been to begin with. To me,
Yeah.
there's a silver lining behind this, which is that this is the direction they should go in. I'm not saying that I'm more on board about Robert Downey Jr. being Doom, but I can get the direction and why they did what they did because, like I said, they're desperate and they gotta stop making crappy DEI messaging shit and just do what you did in Deadpool, exactly like that. Make fun of everybody. No one's off limits. That's it. If your feelings are hurt, oh well. What do you want me to tell you? Like everybody wants to get their.
So this isn't all smoke and mirrors with RDJ. This is legit.
This is legit, and I believe that you can absolutely do this with Kang. And I think that if because Jonathan Majors really wants this, you gotta understand. Like, of course, I mean, circumstances. I get it. But he really wants this. He does not want it. He still
and not just for the money. He wants it because he's a nerd like us. Like from what I've heard, Jonathan Majors is a gigantic fan of comics.
Listen, he loves Kang the Conqueror. Like there's certain people in Marvel that like there's certain things. Like I have a friend, he loves Doctor Doom, but I haven't even talked to him about what he thought about Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom. He loves Doctor Doom, right? Perfect example. Jonathan Majors loves Kang the Conqueror. He grew up with Kang, so he knows about the world. Yeah. He loves Kang the Conqueror. So for him, it was like if I got the role of Spider-Man and then I lost it.
I was just about to say that. Like just imagine like
I would be heartbroken. Like I never thought about like doing movies. I have been offered things when I was younger, and I just never took it seriously. Or
adult films do not count, Mike.
No. That was later on.
We do not break. Shooting your web does not mean that. That's a totally different shooting of your web.
This is not the Spider-Man film I signed up for.
Well,
I think I downloaded the wrong film.
I'll be honest. When I did see the first Spider-Man, I was mad. You know why? Because I was like, if I would have known they were gonna have special effects like this in the future, I would have definitely just waited to bin the Spider-Man. I was so mad when I saw it. I was like, damn, I would have did it just for that movie. I wouldn't have done any other movie. Spider-Man, and I would have been done. Never acted again, never done anything. I would have just did it in that sit.
Wait, you offered the role of Spider-Man?
No, I'm saying that. I wasn't even thinking about doing stuff like that. I was look, when I was younger, I was offered like little commercials here and there, things like that. Not nothing major, but things that I could have done, but I just didn't want. Back then, I was very like known, but I didn't want to be known. So I was, and this is when I was young. I'm talking about from 16 to 18. You guys have no idea.
Damn, you're well known at 16. Damn.
Well, I was a legend in my time. I was literally the youngest promoter in New York City. I was doing clubs like Palladium, 1018, Studio 54. I had major connections without Studio 54 at the decadent ends of it. Bro, I'm old. I told you. I know I don't look it, but I'm older than you guys.
I keep forgetting that you're older than us. I always think that you're about Chris's age.
Yeah, so like, right, thank you, and I appreciate that. But I'm saying, like, so imagine when I was 16.
Like, Chris looks older than you.
No, I look like I was 6 years old in a freaking suit. I started doing clubbing. It was kind of by accident because I wanted to go into Studio 54, but I was too young. They didn't let me in, of course, But I do remember, like, being disappointed. And I do remember, I said, I do have one thing that I can give these guys. Not money, of course, that's how things are done. But went back there the next week with my whole crew. I said, listen, you guys just follow what I do. They're older than me. It's like 18, 19, 20-year-olds following a 6-year-old, right? Because we worked in the movie theaters together, and I was the youngest employee there, and the rest of them were 18 and up. So I had my own little crew, but they were just like all adults, and I was like the child, So I just told him, just follow my lead, don't say nothing. So I go up to the bouncer, and he remembers me for last.
Nothing sketchy about that.
And he starts to laugh, right? And then I give him like a handful of tickets that I just didn't divide up from the day, like maybe the old stuff I gave somebody, because these tickets back then you couldn't see anything in 1987 or 1988 what the movie said. It's just some blur. Doesn't matter. I said, here you go. He goes, what's this? I said, these are movie theater tickets to the Oceana down in Brighton Beach in Brooklyn. He goes, I live in Sheepshead Bay. Oh, perfect. So you know what we're talking about? Yeah, well, this is my crew. We all work there. What? Oh, let them all in. That's it. That's how I got my connections when I got younger. And then from that, I built like an entire network. And I was doing promotions. And I was doing all kinds of craziness. That's what I mean. Like, I was known in that scene, but I didn't even want to be known. If it was the internet, I would have been, I was known by the people I wanted to be known by, which was the club kids and the people who were doing their thing. You know,
I just love that. Like he was so known that he was also not known.
Yep.
Well, if I went to the clubs, if I went to the clubs,
like, have you guys all seen like Scary Movie 3? Have you guys ever seen that Scary Movie?
yes, yeah.
It's like, how can you wake up dead? Like, unless you're a zombie, it's basically kind of like that.
You see what happened?
I woke up alive, but I was dead. But I was.
I started hooking up
dead.
so many people with free movies. We started hooking up people with movies and stuff. You know, like, hey, come to my theater when it's dead. No one's buying tickets anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, they play the film no matter what. So no one would show up. No one. It don't matter. No one would show up. I remember I'd be back there opening up.
I found that crazy.
Yeah, and they do it. And I have my friends come during that time. I said, you guys come early when no one's around.
Yeah.
Watch a movie for free, and I'll see you later in the city. And I was doing this for like about a year and a half. And I gotta be honest, I was becoming very well known. I was making a lot of dough. I mean, I'm not even gonna tell you how much I was making. I was making too much money for a kid my age.
You can tell us.
I was like, I have one.
I'm pretty sure you can tell us how much you made now. Like,
I mean,
how much you making? Chris, say a number. Then I'm gonna say a number. Then he's gonna answer if it's high or low.
$5,000 a month.
I'm gonna get. Wait, what's that light coming from? What?
Wait, a month? Nah.
$5,000 a month.
10 grand a month. How about that?
No, lower than that, but higher.
Oh wait, this was the 80s, right?
Wait, are you accounting for inflation?
Well, no, actually, no. If I'm counting for inflation, then it was
probably $10,000 a month.
No.
It was a week.
More like
$10,000 a week, wasn't it? There we go.
Nah.
That's how you can afford that price layer.
I was clocking like about maybe on a slow weekend 2,500, but I'm talking about a Thursday to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Like I had
only 3 days.
Yeah,
only 3 days.
2,500.
2,500
slow day for me.
So the most I've made 25 to $5,000, but on real good like towards the holidays. Oh my god, I was making like 7,500, and one show I actually made 11,000. And that was insane, but it was not like I just made.
I never made that much in my life.
Well, I had when I was.
I made 2,500 before.
I had when I was 17.
Not in a day.
Not in a day. Damn, that's like.
By the time I was 17.
So this was like OnlyFans before OnlyFans.
I made that at my graduation
social
party.
Media.
That was the day I made the most money in my life.
What was, Chris?
My graduation party.
What was it?
It was, I want to say, $4,000.
Nice.
That's the most money you ever made in your whole life, just in one day.
That was the most money I've ever made in one day in my life. $4,000.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. And here we go. Like,
I want to say I went through that in probably about 2 years at college.
I say the most I ever made in one day was probably about. Well, this is both ways.
Dude, we're all gonna hate you for it. Just say it.
About 3,500 in a day.
Okay.
It was a little long. I'm not gonna lie, but
I've never made that much
long.
Meaning
It's just boring.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, Chris. I'm telling you, because it's hard. It ain't easy. Believe me. Well, getting there. Once you get there, it's good. But to get there is a biatch, because no matter what in this business, you got to prove yourself. So
yeah.
Oh, do you answer your question before you go to the next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I think it would be cool to see King and Dr. Doom. I think that might be a possibility.
Yeah.
Like Mike was saying, like let time pass and let him do what he needs to do.
Yeah, he's got 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically,
don't bash the movies or anything.
And then you could just go right back to the Avengers.
Keep a low profile. Like, I'm not condoning what he was like, what the charges were and everything. I'm not saying like strictly from like a business point. Like now, like after everything, like keep a low profile. Don't say anything like don't take the bait. Like what Mike was saying, like he didn't take the bait.
Exactly.
Keep doing that, and then let them come back to you. Eventually, they'll be like, okay, we see all this good standing and everything. Let's talk about the possibility of bringing you back.
I mean, Will Smith went through something kind of similar, and lost everything for almost the next 5 years. From that point till the next 5 years.
When he slapped
and
Rock,
when he slapped Chris Rock, and he's making a pretty big comeback now.
yeah.
I believe he played Serena Williams' dad in a movie.
Yeah.
That was before it. That was before
That was
the
before it? Okay.
Because he
That's
won
why
that night for
slapped
that.
him because he was feeling
Right,
that Serena
okay.
Williams daddy
Like,
drama.
no, dude, I think your timeline's off, dude. That movie did not.
Honestly,
King
I
James,
just thought
King
I saw it
James.
as a commercial the other day that it was playing
Yeah.
on Peacock, and I was
No,
like, it looked like Will Smith from like
King
recent days, but
King Richard it was a good movie actually. I thought it was a really good movie.
But
he did a good job in it. And then he did Bad Boys, right? The fourth Bad Boys.
Bad Boys came
Yeah.
out, but I mean that was that's his baby.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
he's not gonna throw himself off his own baby.
Yeah, right? Imagine that. I'm so have high integrity. I'm gonna throw myself. off
You're
my own
so
comic.
woke that you cancel yourself off of a
Yeah, I
movie
cancel
because everyone
myself.
else is canceling you.
And then I'll make sure I put articles out about myself, from myself, to myself, to everyone else as well.
Like he's like
yeah,
it's like different pseudonym. Instead of Will Smith,
I think
Smith Williams.
he goes as Bill Smitty.
Bill Smithers.
Billy Smith.
Mr. Smithers. There we go. From The Simpsons.
Do you
Wait,
think?
no, that's like
this
doesn't
is
watch
a
The
long
Simpsons.
shot because there's a lot of buildup that needs to happen for this, and a lot of stuff has to go right.
Yeah.
But also, the actors aren't that old. The fact that you can recast or use AI to change faces and all of that is somewhat okay. Could you see 5, 6, 7, 8 years down the line, after you've built up the Doomsday, after you've built up Secret Wars, after you've built up the mutants, an Avengers versus X-Men trilogy?
Dude, I would fucking love that. Dude, the comics were good in my
I
opinion.
can tell you the year that I predict this will come out.
I want that.
2037. 2037.
So you're saying 13 years from now?
Take that long.
Fuck, I have to wait
Take about that
13
long to
years?
do this.
I hope it takes that long.
It'll take about that
honestly.
long. But we're talking
Yeah,
about
it will
a rebuilt Marvel at this point, a rebuilt MCU, a united MCU. An
Dude, I was
MCU
even thinking like an Old Man Logan.
Imagine
then it would
having-
be actually Old Man Logan.
Imagine having a chessboard, but you can't move every freaking piece. You can only move select pieces. Now they got the whole freaking.
I never heard of
chessboard.
chess before. What's chess?
But also imagine a chessboard where you don't just attack.
Chris, I just said I don't know what chess is. Like, what is it?
It's
Chess.
a horsey and a queen and a king, man. That's all you need to know.
And if you move a castle to here, the king goes here for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, I only play with dinosaur pieces. So is that similar? Okay.
Like the thing about it is,
Yeah.
after Endgame, they stopped playing chess and they started playing checkers. They were playing chess for so long. They were beating DC out. They were blowing DC out of the water. They were blowing
Destroy
expectations
DC.
out of the water.
Yeah.
And then you have this group, not a group, but then you have this lull. And you stop playing chess, you stop playing the long game, and you start playing the quick, short games over and over and over again just to see what hits. Let's throw a bunch of shit at the wall and see what sticks. Yeah. And that was the problem, is they put out way too much content way too quickly. They couldn't keep up. The studio couldn't keep up. The fans couldn't keep up. The writers couldn't keep up. And on top of all of that, then you add in the special effects, and the special effects people couldn't.
I was just about to say that the effects people couldn't keep up. Because you know what I was thinking about like a couple of days ago? Or no, I was thinking about this yesterday. The special effects with Thor: Love and Thunder. That floating head scene is like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And again, Thor: Love and Thunder suffered from a lot of things.
Yeah.
It suffered from bad rewrites, bad reshoots, and just a downright, let's not make this dark. What Deadpool just proved is that you can make something dark, you can make something gritty, you can make something R-rated and still be successful. But I think the reason why they didn't give that the R rating is because when that was about to come out, they had just gotten the rights back to Deadpool, and they were not going to give a non-Deadpool movie the very first R rating.
Right.
I honestly believe that they did. Deadpool and Wolverine was R rated. It was the first R-rated movie of the MCU.
All right, people, I have to go.
It had 117 F words.
I hope you all have a great night.
Wait. Oh,
My
you're out of
coworker's
here,
are back,
Alex?
so I gotta say goodbye.
See ya.
All right, peace.
Peace out, Alex. Wait, I
Like-
thought Deadpool was already R-rated. You're telling me these Deadpools were not R-rated? The first one?
No, Deadpool was R-rated. All
Yeah,
of the
the first-
Deadpools have been
yeah.
R-rated, but
Right.
if they would have made Thor: Love and Thunder an R-rated movie, which it should have been, I mean, you've got Gore the God Butcher. Could you imagine
Yeah.
if you had a Gore the God Butcher scene like the opening scene of Deadpool? Like, that's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I
like
wanted to
that?
see. Like, that would have been
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. But then you have to give
Yeah.
it an R rating. And you're not going
But
to
this
give
was-
the first R rating of the MCU to Thor. You're going to give
Yeah.
it to Deadpool. And I
Deadpool.
think that
And
they
what-
saw, they knew that they wanted to be able to say that Deadpool is the first R rating of the MCU because they knew it was going to break records no matter what. So to put it at the first R rating, to
Yes.
give it all these first, to do everything with it, that was the best case scenario for them, you know?
And
But
not only
I've got to
that,
go
here's
too.
what else is going on.
But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just want things real quick and then we're out.
Yep, finish
This
your
is
thought.
going to make over $1.5 billion.
Yep.
And this will bring in Marvel to do what you need to do, which is make more R-rated movies. And we are out with that,
Peace.
everyone. So